Hey everyone, I have a question for you. Do you struggle with accountability in your workplace? If so, this video will provide you with 7 effective strategies to level up your accounting game in your workplace, both for you as an individual and for your organization as a whole. If you're new here, my name is Michael and I'm an education leader that is based in Los Angeles, California, and I hold my doctorate in organizational leadership. By tapping into my past experiences, both in my work and in my teaching, the goal of this channel is to provide strategies and tools to help professionals improve their overall skills in management and leadership. Now, accountability is one of those things that's always talked about in pretty much every sector of business. But what does it really mean to be accountable? Well, reading the definition here from Merriam-Webster, accountability is defined as an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility or to account for one's action. By just reading this definition, I'm sure you could imagine how much subjectivity comes along with interpreting what does accountability really mean. Furthermore, one's own personality can have a lot of influence over how you determine whether you're going to be accountable or not and what that definition truly means to you. So in the book, Conscious Accountability, the authors provide a method called the CONNECT framework. In the CONNECT framework, the authors provide 7 logical and practical steps that you could utilize to level up your accountability game in your workplace. So the first part of the CONNECT framework is all about creating clarity. And here it's all about thinking about the mission and the vision and the values that you and the organization have as a whole. Furthermore, you really want to focus here on communication. Communication needs to be crisp and concise and very clear so that there's an understanding at all levels of the organization what is going on and what the goals and objectives are. Furthermore, here you want to be very careful about clarifying your audience. You as a leader, you need to be sure that if you're speaking to somebody that you're supervising versus somebody that is a client for you, you know how to create clarity in both of those different scenarios because they require a different skill set in navigating that area of creating clarity. The second part of the CONNECT framework is all about opening up engagement. And here it's all about creating that free and open space for individuals to feel that they can say what's on their mind and have a place for a voice at the table. And here too, you want to make sure you're honoring individual needs and you're being inclusive. Even for the youngest and most junior employee within your organization, you want to be sure that you're giving them a seat at the table, you're making sure you're integrating them into the change that's going on within the organization. That way they can see that you are being accountable to them. Part 3 of the CONNECT framework is all about nailing it, and here you want to make sure that you're doing what you say you're going to do and the others within the organization are doing the same. Here as well, you want to make sure you're setting forth priorities so that nothing gets dropped or missed in the goals and objectives that you're seeking to achieve in your organization. Step number 4 in the CONNECT framework is all about noticing, and here you want to come with a compassionate lens. You want to make sure you're consistently checking in with people to make sure they're on track, to make sure that they don't need any further assistance, and when you do so, that enhances their accountability towards you and vice versa. They see that you're being accountable to them. Part number 5 of the CONNECT framework is exchanging feedback, and here you really want to create a safe space for people to exchange feedback. You want to check in to make sure things are on track and things are going well, but you want to create an environment where feedback is given constructively and given in a way to make improvements even if mistakes are made. Here too, you want to make sure that you are listening actively. We get so caught up in, giving our opinions, but taking a step back and listening actively can be a really good way to show that we're being accountable. We also want to make sure we're expressing our gratitude and giving feedback of gratitude for things done well. And we also want to make sure here we're managing our emotions and being emotionally intelligent in different situations. Part 6 is all about claiming it, and it's really about taking ownership of what you do. There's nothing worse than a boss that throws blame around in the entire organization and doesn't take any responsibility for him or herself. So it's really important to take full responsibility for what you've done, and the organization needs to also create a safe space for you to do so. And then finally, step 7 is all about trying again. And we're all going to make mistakes as we go along in our journeys throughout our careers. So it's really important for the organization to have a level of accountability where we're enabling a trying again mentality. Where we're allowing for people to make mistakes, we're allowing for them to stretch themselves in new directions and think about ideas for the organization that will take it to the next level without the fear of repercussions that may come along with that in a traditional accountability mindset where there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of blame in place. So I hope this video provides you with some practical advice in implementing different accountability practices using this Connect framework, both for you personally and for your organization as a whole. And before I go, I have another question for you. Do you struggle with generational differences in your workplace? If so, click on the link in the description of this video and I will send you a free resource that will enable you to navigate those generational differences in your workplace. I would love it too if you would subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to check out this video here where I talk about navigating the challenges of working with the millennial generation. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you soon.